All right. So, what I wanted to share with you today was how to really start positioning yourself as the expert in your space. It's something that a lot of us struggle with, of how to toot our own horn, so to speak, in a way that doesn't rub people the wrong way or turn people off or come across as arrogant or whatever other things come up in our own head trash talk about what we're trying to do here. So there's like 6 main things that we can do on a daily basis to really start putting ourselves out there for free, right? The only investment is your time and your knowledge. The daily 6 things that I want you to be doing to start positioning yourself as the expert in your space might sound a little trivial, simple, whatever, but they'll make a big difference. Believe me. And I speak from experience with this, because when I do start putting myself out there, I go through little spurts of like, okay, today I'm just really going to do it. And I really do start seeing the benefits of it. And then I lay off, like something either in my own head says, oh, you're out there too much, you're too arrogant, you're too whatever. That's my own talk coming to me. And so I pull myself back and go, okay, you're right. I need to just come back behind the computer and work on my stuff quietly. So I think we all go through some of those phases a little bit, but it's just creating these daily habits and these daily routines of positioning ourselves and putting ourselves out there. So the first thing that I want you to do every day, and I say this to you and to me, is to live stream daily for 10 minutes. Oh, it makes me take a deep breath, because it's something I don't want to do at all for my own self. But I do know that the people in my personal space of coaching and consulting, they are going live daily. And the ones that are really winning and crushing it and helping a lot of people are going live daily. And on that live, they are teaching or training something. Okay, so it's not just like, hey, I just wanted to hop in here and see what you guys are doing. No, like, have topics ready to go. You can easily spiel for 10 minutes in your zone of genius about whatever it is. And so that is number 1 thing to do daily. Now, where to do the live? Well, it depends where you get the most engagement, where you have the biggest following. If you do a live training in your Facebook group, and say your Facebook group is new and you only have 20 people in there, but you have maybe 2,000 people on your personal profile, it's probably best to go live on your personal profile. Most people are going to see that. And it also depends on, how do you have your personal profile set up? Is it set to be public, where anybody that lands on your page can see your content? Or is your stuff set privately, where they have to be a friend to see it? My personal profile is all about business, okay? And so everything is set to public. So that means you don't have to be my friend on Facebook to see what I am sharing or what I am posting. So that's completely your own preference, but in my opinion, it should be all public. And your social media profile is no longer about your personal life. It's all about business and your zone of genius. I do share personal things in stories more, but I still am not that personal when it comes down to it. Daily live videos, training or teaching something. You don't even have to have a call to action at the end of it. In fact, I don't want you to be pitching every single day. You can say, if you want to learn more, go here. If you want my checklist, go here. Message me. If you have a messenger bot capability set up, utilize that. But if you don't stress about it. Just put yourself out there, teach something every day. And what's going to happen is, not only are people going to start recognizing you as the expert in whatever it is that you're talking about, you are going to become more confident in what it is you're doing. You're going to be reiterating your purpose for your business and your service every single day. I know that when I am teaching and training and live, I am completely in my place. Like, I am fired up. I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It is only, I have certainty when I do that. It is only whenever I am holding myself back, when I am in my own way, that my head trash starts picking up and I stay small. And I start questioning what it is that I'm even supposed to be doing here and who's even going to listen or whatever. So showing up every day live, training and teaching in your zone of genius is just going to make you that much more present and powerful in what it is that you're trying to accomplish here. So that's what I want you to do, number one. Number two, this is another thing, like this is all for me, guys. Thanks for paying attention to the training I'm giving myself. But the next thing you do is post on Instagram 1 to 3 times per day, every single day. A really great photo. You can put a great caption with it. Again, it doesn't have to have a call to action. It doesn't all, and Instagram is its own machine, right? It doesn't always have to be all business all the time. But post some engaging types of photos and content. People want to see you and your life more than just the work side of things. So whenever I said your social media profiles are all business, I do mean that, but people want to do business with people, not with robots. Okay. And they want to see like, oh, how are you, like right now. Okay. We're in, we're in March 2020 and we are in kind of a worldwide quarantine almost. How are you navigating this? Show some photos of your daily life. Show what you're working on. Show and whatever. Be creative with it. But post 1 to 3 times every single day on Instagram. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, this might be a little strange, but I'm going to give you a tip on this. Record a podcast episode every single day, 10 minutes. Guess what? If you do your live training every day, teaching and training, that can become your audio recording for a podcast. You just repurpose it, okay? One thing that I don't want you to get hung up on is like, well, what if I don't have a podcast yet? It's okay. So Janet, she's here with us. She doesn't have a podcast yet. She was just going to start blogging only, okay, on her blog. Blogs are fantastic. They get great SEO. You can get a great content out there. People love video and audio, okay? So if you're able to create content once and repurpose it across multiple channels, that's what I suggest doing. That's less daunting and it doesn't hold you back as much. So while you record your live trainings, do it in a way that you can pull the audio out and have a stockpile of podcast episodes ready to go when you are ready to launch that podcast. If you already have one, that's great. I pulled audio out of a training that I gave last week, and I was able to break it into that hour-long training. I was able to break in 3 different podcast episodes, and one of them was 4 minutes long. Well, I don't think I'm going to hurt anybody's feelings if I can get something tactical and strategic across in 4 minutes versus 40 minutes. Okay. So don't worry about how long your training is or how short the training is. If you are able to share something awesome from your zone of genius and it can be done in 4 minutes, then that's fantastic. Like do it all day long. So don't think that your podcast episodes or your recordings or whatever have to be 30 minutes long or more. They don't. My podcasts and YouTube videos, I think, have been under 15 minutes since I started, which has only been about a month ago. So there's no secret formula to how long your content needs to be. When I say Facebook live stream for 10 minutes, that's just giving you enough time to get started, to teach the thing, and to wrap it up. Okay, if you can do that in 7 minutes, do it in 7. Don't waste people's time. Don't waste your time. If you're able to get your message in, get your teaching done, and get out of there in less than 10 minutes, then that's great. So, but what I'm saying is when it comes to like recording audio daily, if you do the live stream daily, guess what? Boom, you did the audio too, because you have that now. You don't have to do multiple things at once each single day. Okay, so the daily 6, live stream every day, teaching and training. Don't go over 10 minutes though. People don't have time for that. Like you want them to like come in and know like, oh, it's short. I got it. Cause you've seen those long live streams where they just kind of ramble on and on. Like you're not going to sit there and spend your time watching that all day long. Short and sweet, to the point, get in, get out. Awesome. Live stream every day, post on Instagram 1 to 3 times a day, record an audio, which you would have done in your live stream every single day. Okay. Also create a text post on Facebook once a day. There's so many different formats and ways to do this. Usually 300 words would be great. Your storytelling is like all the rage right now when it comes to posting online. So on Facebook, I like to put a really nice picture or graphic with the thing that I post. It's not necessary, but it does help. People like visual, reasons to stop scrolling around. And so there's different ways you can tell stories around something that happened to you that day or the day before. You can tell a success story. I actually have a spreadsheet of posting guidelines for personal pages and Facebook groups. Doesn't mean you have to follow it, but it just gives you, for me, I need to have a little bit of direction, I guess, when it comes to posting. I need to have some kind of purpose behind what it is I'm doing. I'm not very good at arbitrarily just going live or just posting stuff to post it. I need to always have some kind of direction and purpose. So I created the spreadsheets of like, oh, Mondays, this kind of post. Oh, Tuesdays, this kind of post. And you can do that on your personal page as well as your Facebook group if you have a Facebook group. So the daily 6, again, live stream daily, post on Instagram daily, post on Facebook daily. Yes, I can share the spreadsheets. And then also take that audio out of your Facebook Live and put it into an audio format for now or for later. The next one is join a new network on Facebook every single day until you've reached 10 maximum. Okay, so that means you know your avatar, you know who your ideal customers are. I want you to join 10 Facebook groups. That's what I mean by networks. 10 Facebook groups where your people hang out. That doesn't mean you're poaching members from one group to come over to yours. Or so like one group that I'm a part of is Taki Moore's business coaching dojo or something. So yes, I consider myself to be a business coach just like Taki. We do things a little bit differently. And a lot of the people in his group would also be great fits for my group. But that doesn't mean that I'm in his group every day telling people to come and buy my stuff or to come and join my group. I'm very respectful about it being his domain, right? It's his dojo, and I'm not going to come in there and karate chop it up. So, but I am going to be in there to provide value if people ask questions or to help solve problems. I don't right now go in and post content in groups, but I also know that is a great way to get engagement and get people to start following you. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're in some Facebook groups, you can tell the people that are really just, what's the word I can use? Kind of self-promotion hidden as content, but it's really just self-promotion. So I try to be personally very leery of that because it's something that I don't want to come across as self-promoting in other people's groups, because I don't really like it when people do that in my group. And I'm not going to go and try to self-promote myself in Business Coach Dojo. So ClickFunnels official group, of course, definitely some of my people are going to be in there too, my ideal clients. That's a different kind of group. It's over 200,000 members, and you can post things differently in that group, say, than in a more smaller, more intimate group. So, but for the daily 6, join one new group on Facebook each day until you reach 10 ideal groups. Okay, so you're going to have like your 10 groups that you want to engage with on a regular basis. And so the last part of the daily 6 then is, and I know this is going to sound kind of time intensive, and you can adjust the time frame that I'm talking about here to fit your schedule and your needs, but I want you to spend 10 minutes in each group every day. So yeah, if you think about that, that's 100 minutes. That's over an hour and a half that you're going to be spending in these Facebook groups. But you're going to be curating a following on your own based on the feedback you give people, the advice you give people, the posts that you're making. What happens whenever you start engaging with your ideal clients in these other Facebook groups is you start getting a lot more friend requests. People start visiting your social media profile. They want to check you out. So that's why it's really important to make sure that your social media profiles are optimized to get people to go where you want them to go. So I have training for that as well, and I can link you to it. And it's basically like creating your Facebook banners, right, to get your download or to go to your Facebook group or whatever. It's making sure that your description in your profile is set to show exactly what it is you help people do or results that you get for people, so they know, like, when they click on your name and they go to your profile, they're going to go, oh, I really want to follow that person, or oh, maybe they could really help me, or I want to join their group. So when you're interacting in those 10 Facebook groups every day, you're actually building your own audience. You're actually building up your expertise in a roundabout, organic way. Yes, it does take time. I know that there's a lot of people that I work with that don't want to put the time in, and it's just part of the game. Okay? It's really, you got to reevaluate your purpose here and what it is that you're trying to do. And if your purpose is like mine, where you just want to help as many people as possible, then investing that 10 minutes in each Facebook group every day is a small price to pay to impact thousands of people. So that's the daily 6 when it comes to building your expertise, your authority on social media, online, organically. There's other paid ways which we can talk about, but for now, organically, it's really just putting yourself out there, showing up every day, and sharing your knowledge, your genius with the world for free. And then people are going to start coming around. They're going to start friend requesting you. They're going to message you. Now you're going to get some of those messages, and you might get them like, they're just so pitchy right out of the gate, especially LinkedIn is like that. I get a lot of just blatant pitches right from the get-go, and that turns me off, and I don't think it really works, but it has to work because people are still doing it. I don't understand it. But you're going to get a lot of friend requests. You're going to get a lot of connections, and who knows what those connections can lead to. So that's the daily 6 when it comes to positioning yourself as the authority. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't done that already. And if you'd like to check out more of our videos, go ahead and just tap the screen right here.